Me and my mom took our annual birthday trip. This time we went to Portugal. Come take the ride with us. From the lounge to business class, courtesy of TAP Airlines, our goal was to travel to Lisbon in style. The amenities were okay, but definitely not the best we've ever experienced. The toiletries were pretty much lacking, as you can tell. But hey, beggars can't be choosers. TAP Airlines is one of the most least expensive airlines traveling to Europe, and as a Star Alliance member, you can still get those United Airlines miles. So ultimately, it's a win-win. I'd say that the lie flat seats and the food were better than some of the other airlines we've been on, but ultimately, it was about going to Portugal. So now let's talk about that. The glimpse of Lisbon as we were landing excited us almost as much as driving in our Uber to the hotel room, which, by the way, was perfectly located just outside of the city center with pretty decent views. We recommend Mar de Aria. Don't get on me for butchering the Portuguese language. Although it was rainy out and we were super tired, we decided to still do our planned excursion. We went on a walking tour about slavery that we booked via Get Your Guide. It was so good and very informative. In the middle of the tour, we stopped for coffee and pastries before grabbing our first Portuguese, or as they say, Português, meal at the end of the evening. After a much needed rest back at the hotel, we arose in the morning for our train ride to Albufeira, where we spent the bulk of our time in Portugal. The ride was super nice, and of course, I had to try the local beer called Superbock. Not too bad. From what I've read, no trip to Albufeira is complete without a tuk-tuk ride. But let me just say, I don't think we're ready for the amazing race. But what was amazing was the views. Shout out to Viator for always coming through with the great excursions. This was definitely one of them. Now, anyone that knows me knows I like to wine and dine. And wine and dine we did. Portugal has some of the most flavorful food I've ever had, from the bacalhau to the pastel de nata to the chicken piri piri. I was in heaven. The wine was exceptional, and me and my mom, we had a time. Now, don't hate on me. Yes, I made my typical trip to McDonald's to grab a Happy Meal for the toy. They were giving away Friends figurines. Do you blame me? Although our trip was essentially over, we were looking forward to the train ride back to Lisbon for our flight to JFK. Again, it was a nice ride. We flew coach to New York this time, and let's just say, as unappealing as business class seats were, we definitely would have rather sat in them going home. Anyway, leave a comment and let us know where we should go next. Bye now.